आइए हम सुने विज्ञान की अनकही कहानियाँ। आइए हम सुने विज्ञान की अनसुनी कहानियाँ। एक नई दुनिया की आवाज़ आपकी आवाज़, विज्ञान की आवाज़, की आवाज़।
Celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, we bring you all a podcast series on STEM popularization. That is, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and medicine. Supported and catalyzed by the National Council for Science and Technology Communication, the Government of India. Program is produced by Media for Community Foundation. Creative content and technical support is given by Farzeen Sultan.
एक नई दुनिया की आवाज़ आपकी आवाज़, विज्ञान की आवाज़, की आवाज़, की आवाज़।
आत्मनिर्भर भारत। आत्मनिर्भर की जब बात होती है तो भारत ने अब खुद को बहुत आगे बढ़ाने की ठानी है और हमारे विज्ञान क्षेत्र के वैज्ञानिक भी अपनी भूमिका निभा रहे हैं। ARCI इंटरनेशनल एडवांस्ड रिसर्च सेंटर फॉर पाउडर मेटलर्जी एंड न्यू मटेरियल्स अलग अलग विभागों में अपने रोल में बखूबी कार्य कर रहा है। दोस्तों, विज्ञान भी हमें कितनी अलग कश्मकश में डाल देता है ना। कितनी चीजें हमें जो दिखती है आमतौर पर वो कितनी अलग होती है। कई बार ऐसा भी देखा जाता है जो चीजें हमें बहुत सिंपल और आम सी लगती है वो कितनी वेरिएबल और बड़े स्तर पर यूजफुल होती है। उदाहरण में सेरेमिक्स को ही हम देख सकते हैं, जिसे आमतौर पर हम केवल बर्तन या इलेक्ट्रॉनिक डिवाइस में ही प्रयोग के लिए समझते थे, पर ऐसा नहीं है। सेरेमिक्स ने अब अपनी शाखाएं और भी बढ़ाई हैं और अब इसका प्रयोग रिसर्च में और उससे रिलेटेड डिवाइस में तेज तापमान को सहने लायक तत्व में भी इसका प्रयोग होने लगा है और इसी में ARCI काफी कार्य कर रहा है। इसी में आज हम बात कर रहे हैं ARCI के एसोसिएट डायरेक्टर डॉक्टर रॉय जॉनसन से।
आइए सबसे पहले जानते हैं ARCI के एसोसिएट डायरेक्टर डॉक्टर रॉय जॉनसन के बारे में।
I am Dr. Roy Johnson, Associate Director ARCI Hyderabad, and I did my PhD in 1994 and joined the ARCI, and my work was carried out at National Environmental Engineering Research Institute, and the PhD was awarded by Nagpur University.
ये तो हमने जाना डॉक्टर रॉय जॉनसन के बारे में। आइए अब सुनते हैं उनका एरिया ऑफ रिसर्च।
I am basically working on materials and materials technologies and areas very specifically talking about is ceramics. You know about ceramics, I think you might be aware of it because in your house you use ceramic materials abundantly, you know. If you look at your wall tiles, floor tiles that decorate your house, or if you look at the washrooms where the sanitary wares are used, all these things are made of ceramics. But you know, these materials belongs to a particular class of ceramics called as traditional ceramics. But at ARCI, we are working on another class of ceramics, what we call high performance advanced ceramics. They call it as advanced ceramics. Basically, what happens is that if these ceramics, the high performance ceramics can be engineered or tailored, what happens is that this can be used, effectively used in the very, very harsh environments and for example, high temperature or the severe wear and abrasive conditions as well as highly corrosive conditions where the other materials have its limitation to use. That is the advantage of these materials because but unlike if you look at the traditional ceramics what I told you in the beginning, you see them everywhere they use, but these high class ceramics or advanced ceramics you may not be see around you when you're using them because they remain hidden in the part of bigger systems. Though you use them you may not be able to see and recognize its importance. And basically, I'm working in the field of advanced ceramics.
स्टेम के लिए और आम व्यक्ति के लिए ये एरिया ऑफ रिसर्च कितना महत्व रखता है, आइए वो सुनते हैं डॉक्टर रॉय जॉनसन से।
Okay. And see, ARC is concerned, we established a facility, what you call to shape ceramics, जो ceramic बनाने का, with different shapes में बनाने का एक facility इधर establish किया, unique facility इधर establish किया हुआ है। And इसमें हम लोग एक area में जो करते हैं is known as cellular ceramics, cellular ceramics. For example, I will tell you, for specifically speaking, honeycomb structures, you might have seen the bees make honeycombs, it looks very similar to that. It looks very similar to the bees' honeycombs. But what happens is that this is made not like bees method, but what we do is we use it by extrusion process, where you use a special tool and a ceramic paste to shape them into the honeycomb structures. That's what we do over here. And these ceramic honeycombs technology हम लोग एक प्लेटफॉर्म टेक्नोलॉजी के रूप में यूटिलाइज किया हुआ है। एंड एक एरिया है जो मैं बताना चाहता हूँ, हम लोग एक प्राइवेट इंडस्ट्री के साथ, इधर स्वबल एरोटॉमिक्स करके एक प्राइवेट इंडस्ट्री है हैदराबाद में, उनके साथ एफिशिएंट हीटिंग सिस्टम्स बनाया हुआ है। एंड एफिशिएंट हीटिंग सिस्टम्स का एडवांटेज क्या है? इट गिव्स द चैनलाइज्ड फ्लो ऑफ द हीट, एंड ऑल्सो हनीकॉम्ब इज वेरी लाइट वेट, therefore it have got very low thermal inertia because of two reasons. When you use the ceramic honeycomb in a industrial heating system, it can replace the conventional heating system with very huge power saving. Therefore, in the Indian industry, there are several industries are already using this energy efficient heating system made out of the honey. And one second area I wanted to, it's because of societal importance, that's what I'm talking about. We have developed a device called Green Dispo with CSR NIRI as well as Zobol. We have developed this device which is used for efficiently, environmentally disposing the used sanitary napkins. So we have installed all over the country, and today I'm very happy to say that we have about 1,500 installations in the schools, colleges, as well as in many public places. Another unique concept I wanted to tell you, because honeycomb, when I started talking about honeycomb, I'll talk a lot about it. The one interesting thing, for the first time in the globe, we have found out, or in fact we can say we introduced or conceptualized, along with DMSRD Kanpur, is a life-saving boot. Honeycomb-based life-saving boot we call. You might be aware of the landmines, the landmine. What happens is that if this boot can be worn by a victim of a landmine, when it explodes, it gives only minimum injuries to the person who is wearing it. Because what happens is that when the person steps on a mine unknowingly, what happens? It explodes and generates a lot of pressure. This pressure will be dissipated by the honeycomb structures, because honeycombs are made in the form of a heel and a sole and encapsulated with some special kind of rubber. And what happens? This honeycomb, in combination with this rubber material, what happens is absorbs 99.9% of the energy and it saves a person. And today we are very happy to say that these honeycombs are tested at TBRL, because the Terminal Ballistic Research Laboratory, which is certified or which is authorized to give this certification, they have done repeated tests along with DMSRD Kanpur, and today we have given a number, what you call General Standard Quality Requirement number, what is the 1059, and this is a technology that is going to save, or we can say it is give a lot of welfare for the soldiers as well as the victims of the landmines. We are in the welfare of the soldiers. We are in the welfare of the energy saving. All these things part of the STEM, that way we are contributing to the STEM.
बीते दिनों उनका एरिया ऑफ रिसर्च क्या रहा था, भविष्य में उनकी क्या प्लानिंग्स हैं और वर्तमान में वह किस चीज पर शोध कर रहे हैं, आइए वह सुनते हैं।
We basically work on application oriented research, and we are a part of several national missions. For example, if you look at anti-satellite mission, Mission Shakti, which a few years back the DRDO has done, we have successfully used very critical transparent ceramic parts as a part of this mission. And also, you know about the Aditya mission, which is going on now for the sun exploration. We are very happy to that the silicon carbide based part have become a part of it. And therefore, we are a part of the national missions as a whole. And that is one. And second thing is that we have already created, I told you, a very state-of-the-art, unique facility to shape ceramics in the country and to the big size. That is what one of the thing. And also, I told you we are on cellular ceramic, explained how it is. And we are also into transparent ceramics. And we are also into silicon carbide ceramics, and the list goes like this. And I only told about some major areas of our research. And see, in the past, we are very happy to say we have put many products into the market, and which is already in the commercial place. And also we have provided several technological solution, because what we do, we look at the industry. Because I told we are industry centric. Therefore, we look at the industry, and industry will come with a problem to us. We do the analysis, we do the problem solution, and we will give it back to the industry. And industry will adopt. I can say about a large number. I don't know how to count, but I'm not telling it's countless or something like that, but significant amount of numbers of technical solutions we are given to the industry, and industry has adopted it and practicing on everyday life. In the future, if you look at the future, anyway, everybody has to get reoriented according to the present requirements, because we are looking at the cutting edge technologies of ceramics, and especially in the transparent ceramics, we wanted to be in the optical ceramics as a big goal, and we wanted to produce high-end optics at our place, maybe single crystal, transparent single crystal, single silicon carbide, and also so on, because that is some of the areas we are looking at. Another area which is lacking in the country is the capability to synthesize and produce high quality nano powders, nano ceramic powders. We wanted to put a lot of focus on this, so that we will be able to produce in the country an end-to-end technology. We will not depend upon for the raw material somewhere else. If it can be produced in the country, because today the trend is we buy the materials from other places and produce the product, rather than we synthesize the product at our place, and end-to-end technology, one to at last, the technology we wanted to establish in the country. That's what we are looking at in the future.
भारत कहाँ पर रैंक कर रहा है इंटरनेशनली इनके इस एरिया ऑफ रिसर्च पर? आइए उसे सुनते हैं.
Yeah, definitely. If you look at the core competent area which you have developed at our institute, ARC is concerned, definitely we are in the top ranking, because most of our things are innovative, patented, and based on the innovative processes that is developed. Therefore, I feel it is on top ranking in the country. I feel now it is top ranking in the country. But if you look at globally, there is a scope to go towards that.
चलिए अब जानते हैं इस एरिया ऑफ रिसर्च में भारत के प्रतिस्पर्धियों के बारे में.
See, the one thing when we talk about the competitors, we are in the large number of areas, and we produce many parts for the vital sectors in the country. Definitely, there are the competitors from abroad, from the global base.
भारतीय उद्योग इससे किस प्रकार जुड़ा हुआ है और ये एरिया ऑफ रिसर्च कैसे कारगर है, आइए अब ये जानते हैं.
Told you already, we are an application-centric organization. Therefore, what we do is, we have some unique strategy, So what we do is, we always handhold with the industry from the beginning itself. When the proof of concept is established, we'll be with the industry. Therefore, what will happen, our interactions is on daily basis on the process development. And secondly, once the technology is developed, we will not leave the industry. Still we handhold through the GOCO schemes, through the incubator. We have an incubator in our place, and we give the incubator. Therefore, our interactions will become closer, and we'll take it up to the commercial place. That is what we look at. We handhold them till we reach the end. Because ceramic technologies, I was talking about the transparent ceramics and cellular ceramics. In fact, one of the technology was transferred to Bharat Electronics Limited. It's a Vreta company. We are transferred to them. We will have close interactions all throughout the development. And also, as I told you, I took the name of some of the industries. There are many industries which have technologies in the commercial.
सर, डॉक्टर रॉय जॉनसन ने अभी तक कहाँ रिसर्च पेपर्स पब्लिश किए हैं और कहाँ उन्हें अवार्ड्स मिले हैं, आइए इस बारे में उनसे जानते हैं.
My own, if we talk about, I have more than 100 publications, 120 publications in national and international journals. And also the organization is concerned, we have more than 1,000 publications, and also we our impact factor 4.5 per scientist. We have keep publishing in very, very reputed journals, as well as we keep our watch on the impact factor as well. I have a few awards which is received. The most important one is MRIC medal that I have received in 2012, and ARCI Technology Award I have received, and also Madan Mohan Malayu Award of Indian Ceramic Society, Professor Shesha Rai Memorial Award I have received, and again this year I have received Dr. 5B Subbarao Award, which is going to be awarded in December 2023.
कार्यक्रम के अंत में डॉक्टर रॉय जॉनसन ने युवाओं के लिए क्या संदेश दिया, आइए वो सुनते हैं।
The thing is like this, nowadays the core science areas, the industry is becoming less and less. But if you look at me, I'm a chemist, I have a chemistry background. But I will turn into a ceramist. And I am really proud of that. I change the boundaries and come out of the chemistry. What you have to look at is the interdisciplinary kind of research. You have to take out the curtains between the rigid subjects. Rather, the interactions become more and more to the other field. Keep our eye open, look at what is happening, and don't restrict your field. We will be able to succeed. And also, I will tell you, the science in our area, where if you look at now, you may be paid less, but in the future, the science is an area, and the core area is going to gain its payment, or the lucrative, will look more lucrative in the future. Thank you.
अभी आपने सुना एसोसिएट डायरेक्टर ARCI साइंटिस्ट डॉक्टर रॉय जॉनसन को, जिन्होंने अपने रोचक शोध के बारे में हमसे काफ़ी सारी जानकारियां साझा की। तो चलिए कार्यक्रम का अंत करते हैं एक रोचक तथ्य के साथ। क्या आपको पता है, सेरेमिक की चीज़ें मानव द्वारा ज्ञात सबसे पुरानी सामग्रियों में से एक है। सबसे पुरानी ज्ञात सेरेमिक कलाकृति वीनस ऑफ डोलनी वेस्ट इंडीज 29,000 से 25,000 ईसा पूर्व की एक महिला की मूर्ति है ना काफी इंटरेस्टिंग फैक्ट। उम्मीद करते हैं आपको हमारा आज का ये कार्यक्रम बहुत पसंद आया होगा। अब लेंगे आपसे इजाजत, नमस्कार।